The Academy Awards have a comedy bias, and I can prove it. Hi, I'm Casey Loving, an awards reporter for TheWrap, and if you haven't checked out our awards tracker yet, you really should. And if you have, you might have noticed something really weird happening to the stats after Golden Globes nominations. Basically, once those nominations started rolling in, I noticed that some movies were getting bigger boosts than others from getting nominated. And perhaps concerningly, some people were actually going down in rankings because they got a nomination. For a minute, I was worried that my math didn't check out, but then I found out that there was a common denominator all of these things shared. They were all in the comedy musical division of the Golden Globes. This actually makes perfect sense. We're going to be talking a lot this season about what biases the Academy does and doesn't have, and what the Academy even means when it comes to voting and nominating. But one thing that is undeniable is that the Academy Awards does not recognize comedies at the same clip as they recognize dramas. The Golden Globes, on the other hand, loves comedies. They love them so much that they give them their own division. So for Best Picture, Best Actor, and Best Actress, you have a set of drama nominees and you have a set of comedy musical nominees. There are fewer musicals that come out every year than there are comedies, and so what this means is that generally in the Golden Globes categories, you start seeing those lineups get filled a little bit with things that don't necessarily have Academy Awards crossover, because they have to find comedies to fit in those categories. They can't put anything else there. This impact is even more profound when you look at people who missed a Critics' Choice nom and who got a Golden Globe comedy nom, because then it's lumping you in with people like Ryan Reynolds for Deadpool, who had a very popular performance, but who didn't have that translate into Academy Awards love. Now, obviously, Jay Kelly and Deadpool are two very different movies, but the tracker hasn't seen the works of Noah Baumbach and Tim Miller. All it knows is that Ryan Reynolds and George Clooney both missed on Critics' Choice and they both got a Golden Globes comedy nom. And so it lumps them into this category where there are a lot of people who have those same statistics that didn't get an Oscar nomination. And Warner Brothers actually made a smart decision in separating One Battle After Another and Sinners because that's their two biggest players this year. You put one in drama, you put one in comedy musical, hopefully they each win their division, and then you have two great campaigns off to a great start. But this is what happens when you take something like Marty Supreme, which I would say is quite dramatic, and you put it in the comedy branch at the Golden Globes. Statistically speaking, you're in tougher company because of that comedy bias.